Good morning. My name is Mercedes Moss. I'm recording a very quick video for a friend who asked me to do self-care tips on back pain management. Back pain is really the most terrible thing ever. I used to be a back pain sufferer, I think around 2013, and this morning as I looked back, it dawned on me that my back pain, or that back pain, started around the same time I began to experience really bad symptoms of acid reflux. So it's possible that the cause could have been the same. Anyway, and I know that generally for bone health, that glucosamine chondroitin is a recommended product. For that matter, I have recommended glucosamine chondroitin over the years, for many years, to people suffering with arthritis, and they have gotten quite a bit of very good results. I'm talking about people who went from being unable to walk, suffering with a lot of pain, to being able to become mobile and living a normal life. So you might ask, what is glucosamine? Glucosamine is the substance that maintains the health of cartilage. Cartilage is that white, gristly looking material that is found over the ends of long bones, and the cartilage cushions the bones, prevents them from grating against one another, buffers you from shock. They like the shocks in a car. So when the cartilage begins to wear away, the bones begin to grate on one another, and the person begins to suffer debilitating effects like pain, discomfort, severe discomfort, inability to become mobile, and in some cases it can be crippling. So chondroitin is necessary to restore the cartilage, and I began recommending glucosamine chondroitin to people after reading some research on its effects. And one of the first people that I spoke about it to was my own mother, and she was having the same back pain problems, joint problems. And over the years, once she's taking glucosamine chondroitin, she does well. She has no problems. Another thing that you need to do in relation to back and bone problems is to maintain the health and suppleness of the joints. Some of the things that you can do in the diet are to, I forgot my flaxseed over there in the cupboard, is to take flaxseed in the diet. Flaxseed is high in omega-3 fatty acids, as some other nutrients, things like avocado and other foods you could check out online. And so flaxseed oils like olive oil, which is also high in omega-3 fatty acid, you should take those in your diet. Coconut oil. So you could also take the supplements, because some people would need additional. This is an inexpensive one from Value Pack, but it's very good. Some years ago I began to have some slight swelling in one of my joints, and I just immediately started to take the omega-3s. Omega-3 fatty acids are your good fats, and they are the constituents in all of your cells. And so once you take in the omega-3 fatty acids, you would maintain good health. For that matter, in about 2009, I got an entire booklet from a pharmacy on one of those health food stores on omega-3 fatty acids. And a number of research studies have been done on omega-3 fatty acids, and it's beneficial for your good health, treats allergies. If you suffer from migraines, you need to take omega-3s. I have a relative who suffered with migraine and got him on omega-3 fatty acids, and the migraines disappear. Once I tell migraine sufferers to take omega-3 fatty acids, I always get good results, good reports back. So you need to include omega-3 fatty acids, fish oil, or there's the vegetable version if you don't eat, you don't take animal products. I forgot to mention though that glucosamine chondroitin. The chondroitin one of the products is usually made from shellfish. So if you're allergic to any form of shellfish, you should not take glucosamine chondroitin. I started having back pain in 2013 and I could not take glucosamine chondroitin. But I discovered that once I started to cleanse, and that was last year, that the symptoms of the problem, my back pain, just disappeared. I didn't even know when it left. It wasn't, it was enough to make me really uncomfortable at times. I had to take sick leave once or twice to deal with it. But once I started taking care of my body with the supplements that I needed, that problem disappeared. You also need to take some kind of high potency vitamin that would help to maintain and minerals, vitamins and minerals. We have quite a good number of them on the market. I generally recommend the 90 Essential Nutrients by Dr. Joel Wallach. Dr. Wallach is a scientist who studied about 30,000 cadavers or corpses over the years, and he discovered that in many deaths there were 90 essential nutrients that were missing, and he formulated a supplement that is really extremely very good. I've used it myself even recently. If you want to turn these supplements just restore your body, so if you want to turn the grays back to white, you should. I threw away my bottles, so I need to order again because I need those grays to turn, that's signs of aging. All of us experience them, but we don't need to crash. But we're speaking about back pain. So we talk about a high potency vitamin. Right now I'm taking Alive. Another very good one is from the Amway Daily, there's Men's Daily and Women's Daily, and those are very good supplements that also include the omega-3s and quite a number of other substances there. Also, one of the things that I recommend is the digestive enzymes. This one is from Nutrilite Amway, because digestive enzymes are found in your foods like your fruits and your veggies, but somehow we don't always get enough of these fruits and vegetables, and so you get oxygen in greens. Chlorophyll is a form of oxygen, so that's why when you eat greens, you actually help to heal your body. Your body's chemical composition should be alkaline, and so when you eat greens, that helps to neutralize your body's acidity and acid state. The scientists find produces ill health. There are some others. It's mainly the glucosamine. Oh, and I should mention that Dr. Wallach also has a supplementation it's for the bone, specially formulated for the bone. So if you buy his product in the pack, you get the 90 essential nutrients, you get the osteo something or the other, I can't remember the name, and some of the supplements there. I could testify to the effects of these products, having used them myself. The Joel Wallach supplementation, the Amway supplements are extremely good. Some years ago, my brother had, about 2-3 years ago, he suffered a fracture and he had to go back to work and he had to travel, and so before he went back, I got him the supplements from Dr. Wallach, and the bone supplementation, really, the combination really helped him to heal faster. Right now we deal mainly with Amway. My sister is a distributor, so we try to support her business. Now the Dr. Hulda Clark, a microbiologist, did some studies, and she found that parasites were at the root of many diseases. So when you begin to change your diet, you'll find that you would be cleansing your body, including, and you'll be removing parasites. And the Surgeon General, one of the Surgeon Generals of the United States, said every American has about 1 or more pounds of those things in their bodies. And that's another story. I have some videos I'll attach there. So she recommends that before you begin to cleanse, that you should at least cleanse your liver. So this is a supplement from Himalava, Live 52 for liver cleanse, and this one is cranberry. I take it for kidney cleansing. Don't take it all the time, but they recommend that. There are other, you should pay attention to general health and well-being, your diet. Make sure you include anti-inflammatory agents in your diet, foods in your diet like, excuse me, ginger, turmeric. Turmeric and ginger have been studied scientifically, and the turmeric is a very, very, very good cure for cancer. Thyme, rosemary, sage, basil, peppermint, all of these foods in your diet help to reduce the effects of inflammation. Now, you might ask, what is inflammation? Inflammation is a generalized body response that is produced in response to injury. So, for example, if you get a sprain, the effects of inflammation are seen in the swelling, the pain, the limited mobility, etc. And what actually happens is when your tissues are injured from whatever cause, internally or externally, your body produces a response that would release anti-inflammatory substances like inflammatory substances like histamine. Histamine causes injuries to the tissues, and one of the first things that the body does is to release fluid from the smaller blood vessels called the capillaries. So that's why you get swelling. And so internally, the effects of inflammation, can be debilitating, and that's why some experts would even say inflammation is at the root of all diseases. So I found when I started to cleanse that, to change my diet, I started to take the digestive enzymes, etc. My back pain just disappeared. I used to have back pain in the, I think, mid-thoracic region thereabout, and back pain, it's a terrible thing. So that's my encouragement to you. I'll include a link to a video that that Benny Hinn did with Dr. Joel Wallach, and that would be very enlightening because Benny Hinn himself suffered with back pain after being involved in a plane crash, and he resolved the problem by taking supplements, minerals and vitamins. You could also include a ribonucleic acids in your diet. I just bought some time ago a very, very good supplementation called Rejuvenate Plus. And I try to include a link. I might not be able to do it immediately. And so those are some of the few tips. Don't put any undue strain on your back, and take care of yourself. And if there's anything else I need to add, I'll put some links below this video for you. God bless you. Have a blessed day. And I decree, by his stripes you are healed. The Lord promised the Israelites that none of the diseases that the Egyptians suffered would come on them. And once they walked in the way of the Lord, once they walked in his diet and by his guidelines, they were fine. I'm not saying it has anything to do with sin, but in a lot of the cases, I'm discovering more and more that there is a nutritional source to deficiencies to many of our health problems. Another thing I would recommend, finally, I almost forgot, is electrical stimulation therapy. There's quite a number of studies now being done by scientists to show that electrical stimulation can heal so many disorders. Dr. Hulda Clark was one of the first scientists, I think, who discovered that electrical stimulation triggers the white blood, the immune system to activate the white blood cells. And when the white blood cells, there are a variety of white blood cells, and some of them destroy foreign matter in your body. So your body has an internal defense mechanism that can be subdued by chemicals and other things and toxins that we put in our body by stress. But once we begin to use electrical stimulation therapy, it helps. One of the spin-offs that I got from electrical, well, I never really suffer from low mood or anything. I trained myself to be, a thankful person, and many years ago to be a worshiper. So that helped to keep my mood even. But when I do electrical stimulation therapy, I do experience a lift in my mood. I mean, it's noticeable. So thank you very much for watching this video. I'll be back sometime again, and God bless you. Have a great day.